And those who are your commodities updates, good evening and warm welcome to Prime Business with me, Pius Kojubaka. Let's zoom in straight to our very first story. And SIM cards and mobile phones used to undertake fraudulent activities and identified will be blocked completely by all mobile operators. These are some of the measures that the operators are implementing to help deal with a surge in fraud cases in the telecom sector. Dr. Ken Ashigbe is the Chief Executive of the Telecoms Chamber and has been speaking on PM Express Business Edition.
You have a situation where, everything you do as an industry, apart from your HR and a few local things, are in Forex. But then you are having to sell CDs and pesos, and the cost of everything has gone up. When fuel goes up, you should realize that the cell sites are run 24/7, and in some of the places you're running purely generator. So the diesel price, you're taking a hit in all of that, your duties, when the CD change, is depreciating, that is making the cost of doing business generally very, very high. And there's a conversation we are going to have with the Radiation Protection Institute. Those who've been monitoring radiation, they are asking that they want to raise, the prices they charge. And, so it's not just that. You have the situation where in Kasina Nankana district, for example, instead of district assemblies charging you when you're laying your fiber for the number of crossings, some district assemblies are wanting to charge you per kilometer that you lay. And all of that is going to be, going to impact on the cost of production. And then I think globally, the industry that you don't see prices or we matching inflation, and most of the time it's even deflation, it's the telecommunications sector. When did you hear the water producers came together and said, they were increasing the bag of water now? But for us at the chamber, one of the things we don't discuss is prices. And the competition among our members, up till now, you really have not seen prices, go up, as it ought to be. So it's really a difficult time to be a Ghanaian, and I'm hoping that all of us can come together, working together with government to take ourselves out of the quagmire that we find ourselves.
Now, small, medium, and medium enterprises have been urged to digitize and transform their business to contribute to finding solutions to Ghana's economic challenges. The ability of micro, small, and medium-scale enterprises to digitize and transform their businesses is key to finding a lasting solution to Ghana's economic challenges. This is according to David Enchufori, Head of Operations at the Ghana Digital Center. Speaking to Joy Business at the Tertiary Digital Innovation Program, he urged young entrepreneurs to leverage the advantage presented by technology to expand the operations.
The innovation program is to create a conducive atmosphere for young entrepreneurs to scale up. David Ofori entreated young entrepreneurs to be innovative and drive change across various sectors of the Ghanaian economy.
This is a program that we've designed to assist young graduates coming out fresh from the university to use their national service period to build up entrepreneurial businesses. I mean, a lot of times we go through tertiary institutions and we end up with wonderful research work that ends up on the shelves of the universities. There's a program to say that, look, let's bring life to this research work and make sure that at the end of your national service period, you've managed to develop a prototype or a product or a service out of it. It's all help to stem the unemployment in youth, and this is one that would entreat everybody else, parents, stakeholders, guardians, academia, industry, to come on board, to support it, to grow it. It's the first of its kind. It's a very innovative one. And currently, we are privileged to be supported by the GIZ, German Development Agency, under the auspices of Make IT, to support us to bring this initiative to life. We're hoping that going forward, as we go through this pilot phase, all and sundry will come on board. Industries will see that this is one that is tailor-made to ensure that young entrepreneurs get real-life experience, real-time, and be able to develop products and services that can help grow our economy.
On her part, technical advisor at Make IT Africa, Doreen Kofi, said her outfit will continue to support the quest of young entrepreneurs to create more business opportunities.
The initiative is basically set up to promote digital innovation for sustainable and inclusive development in sub-Saharan Africa. and also implemented on behalf of GIZ, which is the German Federation. The current phase actually, it's a continuation of the first phase, which took place from 2017 to 2020. And our main focus is to support the national and Pan-African entrepreneurial ecosystem to become resilient and sustainable. And this also contributes to why we thought it's wise to support the Ghana Digital Centers Limited, exactly, to put together this beautiful TDIP project. And it's also specifically because it aligns with our focus of cooperating with partners to develop a toolkit to guide the delivery of innovation activities and in providing institutional support to intermediaries such as the GDCL. And it's also to the end of increasing marketability and sustainability in the ecosystem.
Moving on to some other stories, oil marketing company GOIL says it strives to serve customers in the fishing industry with quality marine gas oil and lubricants. The company, with many years of experience in delivering such products onshore and 2 years offshore, says it will continue to offer needs of customers at competitive prices. Head of Technical and Special Products at GOIL, John Tego, disclosed this in an interview when he represented Group CEO and Managing Director of the company. Correspondent Kwame Yanka has more in the following report.
Oil marketing company GOIL says some stakeholders are raising concerns about price build-up of its products, but educating them on it helps clear gray areas. For GOIL, many years of experience in delivering onshore and 2 years of offshore marine gas oil would benefit stakeholders in the fishing industry. At the fishery stakeholder meeting in Tema on fuel bunkering services for marine fishing vessels, Head of Technical and Special Products at GOIL, John Tego, assured that the company will not compromise on quality.
If you are doing bunkering, for instance, you have to obtain an MP permit, which is a lot of dollars, thousands of dollars that you have to pay. You have to go to GMA, Ghana Maritime Authority. You have to pay a lot of dollars for permit. You have to go to Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. You have to pay. So you could see that along the chain, there are a lot of costs that are in there. And definitely operating in that particular industry, you need to be able to apportion all those costs as part of your price build-up.
Sourcing cheap products from some unregistered entities is one of the issues that came up at the meeting, but GOIL insists such acts rid the country of some benefits. John Tego says there is the need to transact business with a registered company like GOIL.
Simply put, it means that they invade certain things like taxes in order for them to reduce their fuel prices. When that happens, it means that definitely those fishing companies would definitely like to go to them to purchase for them. Because in actual fact, no one is looking to ensure that those companies who are illegal, in the sense that they are not registered, they have not obtained the requisite permits to work, definitely the fishing vessels will still go to them because their price will be cheaper, because they don't have any overheads and they have evade the taxes as well. But God being a Ghanaian company and also a reputable one, we are not in the position to operate without having the requisite permits and permits in place, and also ensure that we are tax compliant.
Meanwhile, GOIL maintains its prices are determined by the international markets.
Now, if you're a lover of Gary, then here is something that might interest you. The price of the commodity has shot up from 400 cedis to 700 cedis within the last 3 months. In today's edition of the Joy Business Shopping List, my colleague Beverly Broom speaks to some traders at the Malamata market who say the soaring prices of food items is affecting patronage.
Another edition of the Joy Business Shopping List, and we are here at the Malamata market, and as usual we are here to gauge the prices of some foodstuffs on the market. Dada is here and we are going to engage here. Now, Pacho, is here market is saying?
Marketing is a said the marketing is a higher kakra. Say, Tana papa bebano.
Before President Akufo-Addo took over power, a bag of maize was selling at 240 cedis, but now it's 700 cedis.
Now, say, dear, a broboto, yeah, me gusuton 7 million, and a feeding is also 1 million. Now, truck feed, yeah.
The cost of grinding and water sums up to 150 cedis, making it 800 cedis. Sales is not encouraging at all. We virtually fight with our customers when they come to buy from us. The authorities announced on radio that there is abundance of food in our villages, and they blame us for the outrageous increase in prices. It is a worrying situation. The yellow corn is more expensive than the white. Previously, I was selling this blue bucket of yellow corn dough for 20 cedis, but it is now 50 cedis.
Into say there was share
40 cedis. Aye.
Obiba want to so.
Obiba means so Obiba me share good rubber mo a ma take akra to so na ma 40 cedis.
The white condo is now 40 cedis. Previously, the same quantity was selling at 20 cedis. As for the cassava dough, it is worse. The small bag or sack is going for 200 cedis, and the big size is 450 cedis.
2 million. Auntie, I had the first normal de Maya in 90 Ghana. 90 cedis. A few of Cranay, Sientia, and then I bet you 85, nay, 70, nay, a kunto cosa. So, nay, Memeran 2 million. I 2 million, 200 cedis, almost almost you so capre. Your new son has started on Muba, almost Sunday by my Panty rubber this year. 45.
The blue bucket is selling at 45 cedis. Previously, it was 15 cedis.
You're selling 15 cedis, 10 cedi. Now 45 cedi.
Now, Ogari, no, what on the same thing?
It's on 25 cedis and 20 cedis.
I sell the olonka of Gary for 25 cedis and 20.
Mamentiasie, into olonka.
25 cedis. This means 24. And I meet on 25 cedis. And I win so mean 20 cedis. Me turn 20 cedis now. Market in the hunty, dear Guasian, and I'm in driver in your befa.
Okay, and see, when difference now woman near then.
We have two types of Gary in the market. The taste varies. We have the sweet Gary and the sour one.
Where the kakana and the prices no so different. Into where no olonka first na we no turn the same.
First na me turn it.
An olonka of the sweet Gary is 25 cedis, and the latter is 20 cedis.
Ka wo no and so olonka na same.
Na we ba 12 na we 10 cedi.
So olonka na same.
20 cedis and patron.
Na kotoko na say
the bag of Gary is now selling at 700 cedis. Previously, it was selling between 300 cedis and 400 cedis.
7,000. 700. 700. Oh. First, I said 4 million and 3 BB.
Sales is really bad. I just sold an olonka of Gary since morning I came to the market.
Metoshi, the son of Mitolonka. Market in India, and yet, Kuramin Canada, and yet, Kras like.
Now you know that the prices of foodstuff have definitely gone up at the various markets in the country. Away from the Malamata market, let's touch on this story because Tropical Cable and Conductor Limited, TCCL, has signed an agreement with CTC Global, which holds the patent for aluminum conductor composite core. This will mean TCCL can manufacture the conductor to serve both the local and international markets. In an interview with Super Morning Show host Kojo Yankson, Managing Director of TCCL, Martin Mensah, and Vice President of Strategic Project, CTC Global, Carl Ulrich, said the agreement is an important milestone for the operations.
The agreement elevates Tropical Cable's already established brand to a different height in the industry, having churned out quality products over the last 25 years. Managing Director of the company, Martin Mensah, says the power industry is changing very fast by way of how power is distributed to ensure efficiency, hence the ACCC conductor. Signed at Tropical Cable's plant in Tema, the company is expected to commence production of ACCC conductor by early next year for Ghana and electricity systems across the world. Despite being in the position to manufacture ACCC conductor, Tropical Cable is building a new shed which is to cost about 1 million cedis, acquire more equipment and invest in its quality lab to improve testing at a cost of about $5 million.
I would say early next year we will be in full operation with the ACCC conductor, manufacturing it for Ghana, and indeed I think this is where it becomes significantly significant, if that's the right way of putting it, is that we will then be in a position as an authorized manufacturing partner to make this high-tech conductor for every single electricity system across the world. Wow. So we could be manufacturing to serve somewhere in China, in the US, in Europe, in anywhere on the continent. So it takes us from being a local player quite a way along our aspiration of being an African, a continental giant, by putting us in a space where we can actually make this and serve the world.
Martin Mensah quickly added that the agreement will ensure sustainability in the aluminum value chain and create jobs.
We've always known that Ghana's had aluminium, and we've had our smelter at Valco, and it's been running for years, and most of what Valco does is exported. But today, for the past 10 years almost, Tropical, through its sister company Western Rod, has been buying hot metal from Valco, molten metal, and transforming it into aluminium rod. And this is one of the reasons why CTC Global talked to us about this, because if we didn't have that link, we would have to import aluminium rod and then convert it. But today, we're giving Valco sustainability, we are saving a little bit of forex, and we've built in job creation in that node.
Meanwhile, with presence in over 50 countries and serving more than 200 utility companies, this agreement affords CTC Global the opportunity to extend its footprint on the continent, having focused on Ethiopia, Nigeria and South Africa in the last decade. Vice President of Strategic Projects, CTC Global, Carl Ulrich, shares rationale behind this move.
We think that Ghana is a great business environment for manufacturing, and when we look at Tropical Cable, we look at the history of the company, but we look at the people that they have here as well that are going to be helping us put manufacturing in Ghana. It's not just the company, it's not just about money, it's about the work that goes into making an advanced product like this. It is a tough time to be expanding. I mean, we just came out of a global pandemic. Now we're in a rising period of inflation and currency issues. It's the time when you're lucky enough to have a profitable business that you make the investments in the tough times. And so this is the perfect time for us to be coming to Ghana, working with Gridco, ECG here, because they're looking for people that have the fortitude to survive in this time.
Both parties are excited for the journey ahead.
Let's now head to the stock market, where Head of Trading Public Securities, Edem Patrick Agama, has the latest update from there.
Total volumes traded rose sharply by 225% week on week as MTN dominated volumes by 88%. Values traded also jumped by 249% week on week on the back of new gold ETF as it led by 95%. The GSE Composite Index extended rebound by some points to close the week at a year-to-date of negative 11.71%, as the Financial Stock Index recovered slightly to close at a year-to-date of negative 3.6%. There were no losers this week as the Trust Bank Gambia led 3 gainers by recording a 13.3% rise in price to close at 68 pesos per share. New Gold ETF gained 4.4 Ghana cedis to close at 265.8 Ghana cedis, as MTN gained a peso to close at 88 pesos per share. For next week, we continue to expect increased activities in MTN and New Gold ETF.
And that's all in this package by way of Prime Business with me, Pius Kojobaka. For more news, log on to myjoyonline.com/business.